Hey ladies, so all my beautiful girls, tap in. This one is for you because it will only apply to you. Only you will be able to relate to this. Do people act awkward around you? Do you find yourself in rooms and in situations where people are flustered around you? They are uncomfortable. They are smiling on the outside, but your discernment is telling you that they may be a little nervous. It's because you have a polarizing personality and polarizing energy. And we're going to get into the types of women, beautiful women in particular, who have this type of energy to the point where people are uncomfortable sometimes with your presence. And not always is this a negative thing. Some people can't help the fact that your energy makes them nervous. So I'm going to talk about how to use this unspoken sort of intangible power to your advantage, because there is a lot of power in having this energy. Usually when people meet beautiful women, they're taken aback, right? They're kind of blown away. I remember I was on an interview a few weeks ago and I was sitting with my back to the door. So I was waiting to meet with one of the C-suite executive guys. And he walks in, and as soon as I turn around and say hi, I don't know what happened. Ladies, I shit you not. I think he was holding a folder, his coffee cup in one hand, and then he was opening the door with his other hand. When I tell you, when I turned around and said hello to him, he spilled his coffee, all over his arm. And I was so, in my head, I'm like, how did that even just happen? What happened for you to spill your coffee on yourself? But it did look like he was startled a little bit. He kind of jumped when I turned around. And so this is just an extreme example of how someone can physically react when they see a beautiful woman. It was so crazy to me when it happened. I was like, oh my God, I have to look into this concept and make a video about it for my beautiful girls out there, because I know that this is something that we encounter daily. So I want to discuss why it's so important to lean into your energy and into your power when you notice these things happening. A lot of times, beautiful people trigger emotions in people. They trigger physical responses in people. And that is just a known fact. So the reasons why you want to lean into this more is because you want to use it to your advantage. If someone is showing you outwardly and reacting outwardly that they are either surprised by your beauty, fascinated by it, maybe a little bit awkward or intimidated or nervous by it, lean into that. Really feel the power in them showing you how powerful you are. And I know that sounds kind of diabolical, but guess what? That is one of the perks of being a beautiful woman, is knowing how to harness your energy and also knowing how it affects other people. So I don't know about you guys, but when I was younger and I used to create these visceral reactions in people, I used to think that it was something I was doing wrong. So I used to get very nervous with them, when in reality, there was no reason for me to be nervous. I was just supposed to lean into that and be comfortable in my own skin. But I would sort of shrink or get nervous right along with them. And what I find is that if someone is showing you upon meeting you that they're nervous or intimidated by you, and then by them showing you that, you react in a nervous way as well, they almost take advantage of you being nervous because they think that you're scared of them or something. And so it kind of puts their guard down, but in a negative way, because now they're looking at you as a weakling. Now they're saying, oh, look, she's nervous or scared to be around me too. She's tripping up on her words and slurring and stuttering and dropping things, and her hands are shaking, and she's a hot mess just like me too. So now that I know we're on the same level, we're on the same playing field, because that's what it seems like to them, now I can treat her poorly. Now I can be a bitch. Now I can be mean because she's scared of me just like I'm scared of her. When in reality, you were just reacting to them being caught off guard by your beauty. So you want to lean into people being intimidated by you. What does this look like? Let's say you are at Starbucks and you order your drink and you're walking to the cash register to make your payment. And when the person looks up to take your order, they look stunned. You literally are stunning, so you stun them. So instead of you looking away and being shy or looking down and trying to avoid eye contact, hold eye contact, ladies. Hold eye contact and stand firm. Doing these little things daily will teach you how to stand in your power in more serious scenarios. So whenever small things come up, like you're going to pay for something, practice with the cashier in front of you. If she looks up and she's stunned by your beauty, you stand there and you blink and you look at her and you smile, and you don't look scared, you don't look nervous, don't look shocked right with her. You know what I'm saying? Lean into that power that it's giving you and bask in it. I want us to start being proud of the energy that we possess. I want us to start being proud of the power that we hold and the reactions that we get from people. I used to shy away from them, and I know I'm not the only one out here who's experienced this. I used to shy away from these feelings of, oh my God, they're perceiving me, and yes, I know I'm beautiful, but they're staring at me and they look scared and they look nervous, and them being nervous makes me nervous. I don't know why it was doing this to me. I don't know why I was having these feelings. But I say this to say, now that I know how strong and how powerful I am taking all of those instances and using them to my betterment. So now whenever I go anywhere and someone reacts physically to my appearance, I lean into it because I want to teach myself that it's okay for me to be myself. It's okay for people to perceive me, for people to react in whatever way they react, whether it's spilling coffee on themselves, tripping, dropping something they're trying to hand to me, shaking. That's their business. And it's not a bad thing. It's not a negative thing at all. We can't control how people react to us. It's harmless for the most part. And all I'm saying is if you've ever struggled with, kind of picking up on people's energy when they respond to you or when they react to you, I want you to look at it as a positive thing. I want you to look at it as a moment for you to lean into your power and be like, you know what? I am beautiful, and that's why she's reacting like this. Let me stand firm. Let me maintain eye contact. Let me smile. Let me stay cool as a cucumber. This also works with men too, ladies. So if you're dealing with a man, like let's say, for example, you guys are dating or you're just out and about and a guy approaches you. If you're a gorgeous girl, please understand that a lot of men are going to be a little bit nervous around you. And if you have good discernment, you'll be able to tell pretty much off the bat if he is intimidated or threatened. And if he comes off as a little bit nervous, lean into that nervousness. Sometimes it's good to give people fanny flutters. It's good to make people feel butterflies in their tummy about you because it shows that you are a strong-willed person who's not dim yourself down, make other people feel comfortable because they're nervous around you. It shows that you have self-respect and that you also aren't going to shrink down to be palatable for people. So when it comes to men, it's good for a man to be a little nervous around you. Even to this day, like with my boyfriend, he tells me all the time, you make me nervous. Because even though I'm sweet and I'm loving and we've been in our relationship for a while, I still have tendencies where I will look him in his face and give him really strong eye contact or do little flirty things and stand in my power. I'm not weak in the knees for him. It's the other way around. And so when you start to be able to manipulate that energy that you have, you will see the benefits. Men will literally roll out the red carpet for you because they're perceiving you to be this strong, powerful woman who's not only beautiful, but commands presence. You command attention, you command a room, and you also have power and an essence about you that is unwavering. You're not dimming yourself down. You're not trying to make him feel less nervous. No, you are leaning into that innate power that you have as a gorgeous girl, and the payouts and the results are endless. Whatever you can fathom getting from leaning into your divine feminine energy and not being ashamed of it when other people react to you in funny ways, it's a very rewarding experience. So I want you guys to drop down in the comment section. Let me know if you have ever struggled with leaning into your feminine energy when you're out places and when you're just showing up as your gorgeous self. Have people reacted awkwardly or weirdly around you? And how do you act in those moments? Because for me, I have struggled with kind of mirroring people. I don't know why I do this, but I used to mirror people really, really bad when they would react to me in nervous and awkward ways, and it would come off as I'm nervous and awkward. And then I find that a lot of people are already looking for something to get at you about. So if they notice that you are showing signs of being nervous and awkward, they kind of take that as a opportunity to humble you or to think you guys are on the same playing field. I don't know. It's weird. You guys let me know if you've ever experienced this. I'll also be leaving my email in the description box below so you can share your stories with me there as well. Have a lovely day, ladies.